Hey everybody, this is Samara Michelle Days. I am on the move, but I am committed to giving you guys just more and more feedback and more information. And what is on my spirit this morning is something that my BFF has been saying lately, and I think she heard it in a training, or somebody said it. So this may be somebody's mantra that they have coined. So whoever says it, go ahead and give them credit. But I heard it in conversation with my BFF that, like I said, she's a smart lady and she always has all the good nuggets from everywhere. But create more than you consume. And I keep thinking about this heavily because, one, I am a creator. My starting business is because I'm a dancer and a dance teacher, and so my brain works creatively constantly. So when she said this, like, create more than you consume, and then where we are right now in the world is tons and tons of consumerism. We are boycotting Target. We're boycotting Amazon. It's these boycotts going on, and I'm participating in all of them, in case anybody wants to know where I stand. Because of, I think that consumerism has taken over, and I don't, like, I believe in capitalism. I am an entrepreneur, and so it's a funny place where I stand and how I look at things, because I am always a girl that's like, don't mess with their money, like, don't bother them. If they making money, cool. But I think that it's important to make money doing what you love without stomping on the opportunity of other people. And so that's where it just keeps ringing in my head about, like, consumerism and what's wrong with, like, these huge big businesses. And I don't think having a big business is a problem. I think the problem comes in where you get obsessed with low wages and you are not treating your staff well. And some of that happens in a lot of small business too, and grassroots too. And some conversations surrounding that happened in my circle yesterday. So I just was like, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about to my audience, because most of the people that follow me are nonprofit leaders or solopreneurs that are just them trying to launch their businesses and trying to get off the ground. And it gets to be really, really wonky and confusing because of the space we're in. It's like, don't spend, hold on. But entrepreneurship takes a bit of risk. It takes a bit of investment, and investment of your time, investment of your money. And so some people are like, is it worth it? And I think that it's more than worth it in this space for us to lean on more community and smaller companies and smaller businesses to get the things that we want out of this life. And so we have to start as nonprofit leaders and community folks and small business solopreneurs. We have to start with that creation and making sure that we are getting our dreams off the ground, and don't worry about the large corporations, and don't worry about the business down the street that's been in business for 20 years that's in your market, because you talk yourself out of doing the good work that people need. We need community. We need smaller businesses. We need mom and pop that can take care of us. And sometimes that is not as convenient as Amazon. But guess what? Most of the things that you love and care about, they take nurturing. They take a little bit of work. So if you have that smaller print shop down the street that you want to patronize, but they don't get your stuff to you on time, have a conversation. Talk to that person, the owner, and say, hey, I don't want to go to FedEx, but this is what I need as a customer. We have to get back to that communication and understanding, and that will allow all of us to create more than we consume. And if we are consuming, it is supporting another individual that's in our community that's going to pour back in that circle. So that's all I have to say today. I'm driving to a community event, and I was like, you know what, have a little bit of time, and I'm being safe. As you can see, I'm not looking in the camera most of the time because I want to make sure that I'm safe. But I wanted to give you guys those nuggets. If you need help launching or starting your business, you can talk to me. And I am at Samara Michelle Consulting on all platforms, YouTube, LinkedIn,